First at noon, back in court for the second straight day. A man accused in a violent crime spree faces a judge. David Catalano is accused of shooting a North Kingstown police officer.
And just a short time ago, the 29-year-old was arraigned on charges in connection with a deadly hit-and-run accident that took the life of an East Greenwich man. Eyewitness News reporter Mark Zinni live outside Kent County Court with the latest developments. Mark?
Vincent, Elizabeth, actually a pretty interesting moment in a rather routine district court appearance this morning. The suspect, David Catalano, actually speaking out in the courtroom on his own, saying that he was sorry to the victim's family for any pain that he caused him. Of course, the judge immediately shutting him down, telling him that it's not advisable for him to make statements like that in court because that is obviously something that can come back to haunt him as he goes on for further court appearances. Today, he was arraigned on that fatal hit-and-run charge. The bottom line, he was ordered held without bail. 29-year-old David Catalano in court for the second arraignment now in as many days. Catalano today charged in district court with leaving the scene of a fatal accident and driving to endanger death resulting. The North Kingstown man accused of driving his vehicle into 66-year-old Clifford LaValle and then killing LaValle on Sunday while LaValle was working at an East Greenwich gas station. Now, East Greenwich police say the victim was filling a tire when he was hit and killed. Catalano then accused of fleeing that scene towards his house, where he's charged with shooting and wounding a North Kingstown officer who showed up to question him about that hit and run. Now, again, Catalano ordered held without bail because he's a probation violator on top of all of this. Back in March, he was charged, then convicted, following an incident at the East Greenwich Police Department.
Correct. He'd come into the station to speak with officers about a problem. He was having a domestic relation problem. During the conversation with officers, he became animated to the point that he became combative with the officers. He ended up being charged with disorderly based on his behavior there.
So he assaulted an officer at the station?
He didn't assault, but he was combative.
Prosecutors today saying that Catalano's case will likely now go before a statewide grand jury. All of his potential prison time combined here could really add up to several decades in jail. He faces more than 20 years for the fatal hit-and-run charge, which is obviously more serious than the officer-involved incident because the officer, we're told, will be okay and the man involved in the fatal hit-and-run was killed at the scene. But because it was an officer-involved incident, Catalano now faces potential life in prison. He will be back in court now on June 1st. Live at the Mobile Newsroom, Mark Zinni, Eyewitness News.